about the oscillator tool for market trend forecast. Thank you for sticking around. Now we're looking at the currencies pair, the Canadian dollar and the Japanese yen. Now let's go back to, now we've talked about candlesticks, we've talked about the moving average. How can one combine all of this to make trading decisions?
Now, I think the graph we're looking at before, okay, that's it. What I just want to point out here is that, you see, trading, you don't make decision on trading based on one tool. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at several tools, you know, to actually confirm whether you are buying or you're selling. So you don't just say because we have a moving average cross, so we should start selling, for instance, or because we have a candlestick hammer or all of these things, you start selling or you start buying. You have to have indicators measuring different parameters to confirm. You know, some of them are more important than the other. So basically what I'm saying, if you look at this chart we're looking at, we had price being forced overbought, showing that the buy was actually ending. What that means is that those that were buying, you know, should stop buying. If you're a trader, you stop. When you see that price is overbought on the other side, you stop buying. After that, you now wait for price to change direction, and you need a trend confirmation indicator, for instance, like the moving average. So after we had price being overbought, we had the moving average come up, and we had the price crossing down. Now, this happened last week. Whoever took this trade last week, at least should be about 500 pips in profit. Now, that 500 pips, for instance, at $10 per pips is $5,000. You know, so it's actually that simple. You know, when you analyze the market.
Okay, so you say, talking about simplicity, does it mean that every trader who sees it at that point, sees a point where he has to stop? All traders trading across the globe at that very moment will stop?
No, they're not stopping. They're making decisions.
So they either make the decision to not
either buy or to sell.
So, yes.
Or not do anything.
Or not doing. So everybody at that point in time, or who knows, or who is educated enough to know, will stop at that very point. Yeah,
no. Yeah, for those who have that particular tool. You know, not everybody has access to the same tools. Okay. Even though the tools are there, you can say, okay, I don't want to use RSI. Just, for instance, you know, it's not other traders that wait for the trend to end before they take their profit. For instance, some traders just go in and take 50 pips on the trend. Some traders go in and take 40 pips on the trend. They don't actually stay in there and follow the trend to the end. You know, I'm just saying basically that even if you're not following the trend to the end, immediately that you see that price, for instance, is oversold, you should go out, you know, and not wait there for the trend to actually start turning around before you actually exit the market.
Okay, so with all of this, the trader should know what, looking at all the tools that he has at his disposal, candlesticks, moving average, should know what tool to use at what time. Sure. And combining a number.
It's like a semi-warfare, you know. Okay. You know when to bring out which arsenal, you know when to bring out this arsenal.
That will be most effective at a particular point in time.
Yeah, that's what trading is about.
Okay, let's get more. Can we use all of these tools combined to do a general market analysis?
Okay, let's look at you know, how the market closed last week, you know, on the same currency pair. You know, I think the chart will come up soon. Last week, from this same currency we're looking at, where we had a sell, you know, if you look at where the price closed, it closed practically around where we're right now. If you look at, you know, RSI was actually oversold. I don't know if those terms are not too, you know, because so many times it takes time before we master terms. But when you say price is oversold, it means people have been selling. And so it's not oversold, as in it's like the sell is enough. Okay. So people are beginning to actually exit their sell. Okay, and when they exit their sell, they're looking for buy positions. You understand what I'm saying? So when you say price oversold, that means it's gotten to a bottom, like a bottom level. So if you look at it, I think the chart has come up. You can see that moving average cross of last week that I spoke about just now. Now, if you look at where market is right now, the Canadian and Japanese yen, I wrote there that price is oversold. This was a buy opportunity. But you don't just buy, you have to wait for this moving average to cross. Immediately this moving average cross, I will expect traders to actually go and place buying positions, you know, on the Canadian and Japanese yen this week. Why? Because price is already oversold. We have moving average cross, you know, and by the time you combine those two together, you actually make a trade decision.
And then, like, does Alpari have like a support group or a particular, as part of your website, where traders can go for additional, maybe they have issues with a particular buy or a particular transaction, if I can use that word, to you know, help them do better?
Well, when you say help them do better, you know, we don't you have to make your trade decision and go into the market. If you have issues with maybe your trades, you know, there's what we call the back-end support, you know, of the company, which is not in Nigeria anyway. You know, in New Zealand, you have to, you know, chat with them or call them, you know. And if you come to our office to achieve that, we're actually going to go through the same process, get back to the head office, and let them sort you out. So if you have issues with closing the trade, opening the trade, and all those things. But those are all technical, you know, part of it. It's not really about the market itself. It's just the technical software issues. You know, because when you trade, you're using softwares. Okay, do you
keep tabs on some of your traders or people who have come to train at Alpari and have now become good traders themselves? You keep tabs on them in terms of their success rate, how they're doing or faring at the market, how much they've lost money, if they've made more?
We actually planning to have what we call a Alpari alumni forum.
Oh, okay.
You know, those who come for our training. Because we had this man who came for our training who could not even use a computer. Who could not even use a computer. And right now, the man is trading and withdrawing profits. And, you know, we actually plan to actually use him to come and give like a testimonial as like a success story. Somebody who came in, couldn't use a computer, couldn't browse. You know, we have to take him through all that process of, you know, even to start to browse. And he's trading very effectively right now.
So are you saying that, I'm not sure if, are you saying that that kind of person who had no, in terms of technology literacy level was zero, was able to learn all of that within 1 week using your basic within 1 week?
You see, when it comes to education, you know, if you look at the word education, education is the capacity to produce from within. When you're taught something, it doesn't mean when it taught you that time, you're supposed to be able to actually use it effectively. Okay. It takes time for you to actually take what you've learned in and then produce.
Okay, so you give him the basics and
so we give you the basic. We tell you what it takes, then you have to take all that in, and then, you know, like we're looking at technical tools, we don't expect that every trader should actually use the technical tools we teach. You can actually come up with your own trading system that works for you, that fits your personality, you know, that fills your risk level and risk appetite. Like, if you look at life generally, we all don't have the same personality when it comes to risk, for instance, when it comes to money management, when it comes to all those things. So basically, we expect that after the training, you're able to come up with your own, you know, that helps you to be successful. You know.
Interesting. Of course, we expect that we'll look at some more market tools, but let's wrap this up. What are your traders' forecasts for this week, or Alpari's forecast for this week at the currencies market?
Well,
a lot is still going on, Eurozone debt crisis and all
well,
that.
Let me talk technically. We've had price, you know, bottoming on for currencies that are in a downtrend. We've had price making a double top for currencies that are in an uptrend. Now, if price is able to break the high, because, you know, a lot of traders who are in sell position are expecting price to come down, because a lot of people have open trades which are currently against the current market strength. So they are praying for price to come down, for instance.
On what particular
for instance, for currency like, I think it's USD CAD. USD CAD was on big uptrend. USD CAD has not moved like that.
That's the USD versus the Canadian dollar.
Canadian dollar was because the USD CAD being on an uptrend means the dollar is strong, winning in the Canadian dollar. Okay. You know, that's why you have an uptrend there. It made a double top already by Friday. You know, it trades downwards. Now we expect that price might test that high again. If it's able to break that high, for instance, on the Canadian USD Canadian dollar, we see price actually going higher. You know, this week. If it's not able to break that high and it comes lower, we see price coming down. So basically, what traders can do is to have pending orders on, you know, on both sides. So whatever the price goes, he picks the pending order, and, you know, they can pick some take profit there. Okay.
Any forecast for the euro this week? I know the euro is currently under some pressure right now. So would that depend on any pronouncements from any of the EU leaders?
If you're going to depend on previous data, you know, we don't see the euro strengthening anytime soon. We could see other currencies strengthening against the US dollars, but we don't see the euro beating the US dollars right now. You know, we see the US dollar still standing strong, you know, against the euro.
Oh, unless, of course, if one of the EU leaders comes up with, or the ECB says, okay, we're going to give Italy, we're going to give Greece some money or something.
Well, we don't see that coming in. We don't see that coming in. Okay. Although everybody wants Greece to be saved, you know, because it affects everybody. If you look at the world right now, we have a ripple effect of economy. So you have one issue, your economy affects every other country. So right now, everybody wants the Greece, you know, to come up strong.
Okay. Thank you so much, Wale, for Michael, for your contribution today. Of course, we'll see you during the week, Wednesday again, another day with Alpari.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I've been talking to Michael Akinwale from Alpari, Nigeria. We'll be looking at another market focus tool, this time oscillators that traders should know and use at the market to help maximize profit. We'll take another quick break now and we'll be back to end the program. Please join us again.
There's a new way to now invest that allows you to diversify your portfolio.
It's Forex, the global market for foreign currency trading. A market in which the world's leading currencies are traded 24 hours a day and 5 days a week.
Now, to take your Forex trading strategy beyond borders, Alpari is the platform of choice,
in which you can trade Forex with professional guardians until you become a seasoned trader.
Alpari also provides free training seminars for both beginning and seasoned Forex traders 4 times a week, explaining complicated things in a simple way to make Forex trading comprehensible to everyone.
Call us today on 01-821-8274 or 080-3457-3593 or email us at nigeria@alpari.org or visit www.alpari-forex.com and experience dependability and innovation in online forex trading.
Abimbola Ojomo, former Deputy Inspector General of Police. Shukura Uday, former Comptroller General of Immigration. Femi Adegulu, historian. Femi Odegule, security expert. Lancelot Anyaya, maritime security and safety expert. Cedric Delahatu, counter-terrorism expert. Join us as we bring them under one platform, Channels Forum, to drive the great discourse on our theme, insecurity in Nigeria, a clear and present danger. Date October the 1st, 2011. Venue, the Muson Center. Time 7 p.m. Channels Forum, exclusively on Channels Television.
Welcome back. Now, shareholders of Intercontinental Bank, one of the commercial lenders rescued by the Central Bank of Nigeria in 2009, are currently holding their extraordinary general meeting in Lagos to seal a recapitalization deal with Access Bank, who is seeking to for a 75% stake in the bank. Now, Access Bank says it will acquire 75% stake of the bank. Now, if the deal scales through, now Intercontinental Bank will meet the CBN's deadline, that's September 30 on Friday, and also it will qualify for funds from the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, which says it will recapitalize Intercontinental Bank to zero, while Access Bank will pump in about 53 billion naira to bring it to the central bank's capital adequacy ratio requirement of about 10%. Of course, the deals are still ongoing. Other banks this week are also set for their EGMs. We have Finbank, Oceanic Bank, of course, and Union Bank also will be meeting this week in Lagos, and of course Abuja also, to seal their respective merger deals with their core investors. We'll be giving you an update of that as it happens. That's a wrap on this edition of Business Morning. Thank you so much.